is the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the first day of May 2018. I'm Donovan Neal. North Texas weather stays mostly dry, mostly cloudy today, and breezy for most of today. Most of the big action stays well to the north of us. Some places in some parts of our nation's mixed sector could see a severe weather outbreak possible for today and tomorrow. So let's check things out here. Let's take a look at the upper air look across the nation this morning. We have a big upper low spinning off to the northeast, and we have a deep trough extending down into the western side of the country, and that's the feature we're going to have to watch in coming days because that's going to bring our severe weather to our nation's mixed sector and to North Texas on Thursday. But check this out here. Starting to feel a lot like spring. Lows mostly temperatures are mostly approaching 70 degrees today, but they're mostly in the upper 60s across the nation, across the North Texas this morning, around the nation. Look at that big plume of warm air evecting into the southern plain states. Of course, that's with the warm air evacuation from the moisture this morning, and we'll be in the low 80s today. Across the watch warning map, we have red flag warnings extending all the way from West Texas through the Texas Panhandle through parts of Arizona, and we do have red flag warnings for parts of the Great Lakes states, including all of Michigan, extending into Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. But down here in North Texas, we remain pretty quiet. Here's the convective outlook for today. We've got enhanced risk of severe storms defined all the way from Kansas all the way through parts of Omaha, Nebraska. And they could see, and it's worth noting that some of that enhanced risk area could be upgraded to a moderate risk area later today due to the potential for a few strong tornadoes in that area. And this is the day we're going to have to watch again. This is day 2, which is Wednesday. This day has been talked about for the past 10 days now. We've got enhanced risk of severe storms all the way from northwest tip of Texas, extending all the way through Kansas City, Missouri. And of course, we do note that there is a 30% hatched area. There's a 30% hatched area defined all the way from the northwest tip of Texas, extending all the way through Kansas City, Missouri. And we're gonna have to watch for the potential for a few bouts of very large hail and maybe a few strong tornadoes in that area. And that's what the hatched area is for. But down here in North Texas, we're in the standard slight risk zone, and we're just going to have to watch for the potential for the scattered showers and thunderstorms during Wednesday evening. And Thursday looks to be our day in terms of seeing the most severe localized severe weather. We've got this standard slight risk zone defined all the way from north of Austin, extending all the way through Des Moines, Iowa. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days. Most of the parts of the Midwest gets most of the rain, but down here, amounts could stay around the 1 to 2 inch range for parts of North Texas, with higher amounts being to the south of us. And again, that's anything that we see on Thursday and maybe even Wednesday. So let's talk about it. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run valid today at 1 o'clock. You can see that we have that trough moving off to the east, and down here we'll mention the chance of maybe a stray shower or storm or two today, but most locations should be dry. We should be under mostly cloudy skies with highs in the low 80s today. And again, we'll stay mostly breezy as well. And this is Wednesday, the big day tomorrow. We have a 998 millibar surface low near Colorado during the afternoon, and we have a dry line, just to the south of that. So we kind of have a triple point setup near Kansas, and we'll have to watch for the potential for some severe storms to erupt there. But down here in North Texas, we still could see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, but I don't think we'll be on the severe side in terms of that. Highs should be in the mid 80s on Wednesday. And now here's Thursday. I think Thursday will be our day in terms of seeing the most localized severe weather here. We should be in the low 80s by Thursday. We should also stay very breezy and mostly cloudy on Thursday. So let's time this out here. This is the 3-kilometer NAM at 2 o'clock on Thursday, 2 o'clock a.m. on Thursday. You can see we'll have the potential for scattered showers. Maybe a few thunderstorms will pop up, but most mostly scattered showers during the morning hours, making for maybe a potentially wet commute. And this is Thursday around 8 o'clock. As cluster showers and thunderstorms, a cluster of severe storms develop to our west, and then during the afternoon hours, around 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon, a cluster of potentially severe storms move over our area. How severe will these storms be? Let's take a look at the instability values. This is the surface-based CAPE values at around 1 o'clock, and you can see most of the values are peaking at around really 2100 to around 3000 joules per kilogram for parts of North Texas, and of course that's obviously sufficient for some localized severe weather here. And let's take a look at the significant tornado parameter, and of course the massive STP values are of course peaking out near 2.7, and that's obviously to the south of DFW. So the bottom line is, we'll definitely have a risk of severe storms on Thursday, maybe a localized higher severe weather risk here where we're at. We'll mention the potential for large hail, damaging winds, and maybe a couple of small brief tornadoes. I'm not anticipating an outbreak, but mainly a localized severe weather threat on Thursday. But really, after Thursday, I think we should be clear in terms of severe weather. There's no severe weather risk defined past Thursday. Highs should be in the low 80s on Friday, and I think we'll mention the chance of a few showers on Friday as well. And here's Saturday as the weekend begins. Saturday still has us a little bit wet. I think we'll still mention the chance for a stray shower on Saturday, but that's really about it. Maybe a mix in sun and clouds. Highs should be in the low 80s. And same thing on Sunday. We pretty much cleared house. Highs should be in the mid 80s. And here's Monday of next week. Monday should be a pretty nice day. Abundant sunshine. Highs in the mid 80s. And here's a week from today. Tuesday, the 8th of May, we have a little short wave passing off to the east. Ridging starts to develop here, and we should be mostly dry as a result of that ridge. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Thursday, the 10th of May. We have a little short wave passing just to the south of us, and down here, that looks pretty wet just to the northwest of us. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days, it's starting to look a lot like spring here for parts of North Texas. Highs mostly well up to in the 80-degree range, mostly in the mid 80s as we progress into May. It does hint that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we could see highs in the low 90s, but I don't buy that. I think we should mostly be in the mid to upper 80s for most of the day. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll more notes in the blog. Next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and Godspeed.